Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Please like, sub. This will just be a tutorial on how to play Res Nations, and I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get right into it. Also, you know my Minecraft. I don't have separate channels for Minecraft and Roblox. Join our guild. It's on Hypixel, and yeah. Enjoy. So you can start off as any country. So USA, it costs I think 150 something for XP. I don't, probably a bit more, like 180 or 70. But it costs XP for India. You can be any country except for India, China, and USA once you start off as. That's pretty simple. And yeah, there's all your XP. If you get over 250,000 XP, you can be China. This is probably the most best one to be, which I could be if I wanted to, but this is a private server and I feel unfair with my friends. So that's what you can do with XP. Right now I'm taking care of this flag. So what you can do with any country is you can click on any of their cities, or you can search it in here. So this is Guatemala. I can either click on the city and then flag on the left, or I can go here and go Guatemala. Okay, and then I can justify a war goal. If I justify this, it'll take 132 days. Normally, if you just start off as a country, it'll take 75 days. It can take a variety of different days. So that's pretty much how you do wars. So you justify, and then after you've justified a war, you can click declare war, and where it says Casus Belli, or however you say that, it will come up with any of the ones you justified. So you see on justify war goal, conquest, subjugate, liberation. So conquest means you take and annex their cities, which is probably the one you'll use most of the time. Subjugate means that you'll be able to puppet them, which means they'll give you money. And liberation, I think if they own countries, then you can take over the countries they, like, you can free those countries they own, because they could have done. So say Guatemala did a conquest on Honduras, if I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. But if I did a liberation war against Guatemala, I could free this country and separate them, but I cannot take over Guatemala. So I wouldn't own their land, but I would free this land. So that's how that works. You have buildings. So right now you can get troops, but that's just by manpower. So if you have enough manpower, you can keep getting infantry from units. Here's infantry. And you can also get tanks, but that you need resources for. So resources are used for well, just buying things, making things. So making tanks costs tungsten, steel. Well, you need steel manufactory. So if you see here, I've got manufacturers here. So right here, I have a steel manufactory. And if you go to, you see, you can get trade for iron, or you could just get iron as resources, or trade for titanium, or just get it as resources. I'm pretty sure Russia has quite a lot of titanium. Motor factories just cost steel, which is what you get from this factory, and then you can also have tungsten, which you have to get from trade. So that's pretty simple right there, and that's how you get that. So this is about how you can make tanks and more. You can also make aircrafts. They're not as useful, but they are pretty useful, and there's also a navy. But if you guys like this this part of this video, then please like and sub for more. So let's go on to navy. Here we go. So in navy, you can get units as well. So you have to have one with an anchor on top of its head. So for starters, navy costs these different things. You need a submarine, an aircraft carrier, battleship, and a destroyer. Those are the different things you can get for aircraft parts. It's pretty simple. So yeah. So anyways, as I said, I've got Zay here. Sorry about the echoing mic, but that's because I don't have headphones. So you see the ones with anchor, you can get these, and these all cost. So submarines, these are pretty good against. It's a stealthy naval unit that is extremely effective against capital ships and transports. So by capital ships, it means battleships, and by transport, it means, say I got this tank right here. We moved it over here. And it will have a blue thing blue thing here. So it costs money to transport things over water. But you see that blue thing? Once it's full, see, that's a transport ship right there, because it's transporting 200 tanks. So if I got a submarine to attack them, then they would get destroyed. And same with battleships. But the way to fight them, the way to fight a submarine is using a destroyer. And if you want, you can get a sonar station, but most people don't use them. They cost 300 electrons to get a sonar station, and the sonar station is used to detect submarines. So a destroyer will destroy them. Those only cost 2 units of oil. Frigates, not that good, but I suggest you just use destroyers. Aircraft carriers, very expensive. Like, barely anyone uses them. They're pretty OP, but they're not OP enough to keep using them. We'll get on to nukes later. Okay, guys, well that was pretty much the Navy right there. All we have left now is to take care of the aircraft parts. That's about it now. So aircraft, you have to get if you want an aircraft factory to get aircraft parts, you need aluminium, chromium, and I think titanium. I don't really remember. But then aircraft parts come and give you these. So here are the different aircrafts you can get. So you have an attacker. So you have an attacker. These, you have to have an airport building. So where's my airport? I think it's on, yeah, see, anything with that plane sign right there, that means it's an airport. So you just gotta have it on an airport. Let's go for another example here. You have to have it on an airport, and you can get an attacker. So these cost aircraft parts. The attacker will attack tanks and infantry and anything on the ground except for anti-aircraft. So that's what they do, and they're more for ground and units and things like that. They're not really used for attacking fighters. Fighters are used to attack I don't know, any other plane in the sky, like bombers. Fighters can attack bombers, attackers, and yeah, so these are 3 planes. And bombers are used to bomb cities and then make them go scorched. So say I was to build a bomber, and then if I was to go to my boy Zayboy is cool, 1 2 3 1, and whenever I'm bombed his capital, I can start scorching it, and his stability will go down, and he'd get less money. So that's probably what the bomber is for. So that's about aircraft parts. Okay, guys, let's move on to the technology section. So in the technology section, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at these different technologies. So you've got all these different sections. So I've already maxed this out, but you see this here? This, when at the start of the game, you'll start with like 400, 500. It'll go up like by 1. Since I've got like 23.3 going up because I've spent some stuff. So here you can get research improvements. It doesn't do anything, but it does unlock this row for you. So this will give your research output more and more, up to this, which will give it up to 175%. So this will make you get even more research at a time, which then you can say spend on economy and get more money with tax collection. So, or you could just go to tanks if you've got tanks. You get tank improvements, you can get more firepower, more armor, more mobility, up to 5. Which means this gives it 16 more mobility, 50% more attack, and 35% defense. So that's also what technology is used for. And something that was unlocked in a update, nukes. These are pretty crucial if you want to nuke a city. Mostly just kill some of the population. So you have to get 2,000, 4,000, 4,000, 3,000, 5,000.
Now, come on, boys, you gotta attack.
7,000 research in total to unlock a nuke. And nukes do damage. But I don't have enough research, as you can see. You'll see it keeps going up like a day or stuff. You can also get stuff for aerial. So yeah, that's about what technology does. You can test that around in your own game if you choose to play it. Okay, so next we'll talk about alliances. So you see here, this is a faction, but that's nothing to do. So say I wasn't in a faction, right here it would say form alliance, and the other person who's playing as, say, Japan, if I did form alliance and he accepted, then I can add him to a war, or if someone declares a war on me, it'll automatically get added to a war to help me. So that's about what alliances do. Let's go on to factions as well. So factions, you have to have a certain amount of money to create it. You can create it with a name, with your capital of the country you are, something that has some auto-generated. I've chosen Democratic Alliance because my ideology, democracy. So, or ideology, I don't know how to say it. So, here we go. Factions, anyone can ask to join. and the faction leader who created it can tell you just can accept you or not. So that's about factions and alliances. Yeah. Okay, next we'll take care of ideologies, or ideologies. So you see here, it looks like ideologies, but I don't really know how to say it. So most countries start as non-aligned except for the 3 superpowers, which is India, United States, and China. China starts as socialism, USA starts as democracy, as you can see here, and India starts as democracy. So most countries, if you don't have XP to go there, will start as non-aligned. And if you have research power, if I go here, so 1000's the max, but you'll start off way less, like 200 something, or like 100 something. And if you have roughly about 250, so if you're non-aligned, you just need 250 to get into socialism, and then communism is 500. You can also see what effects it does when you give it. So democracy, these are all effects. So look at tax income, 110%. Justification time is more. Military upkeep's more. Manpower increases more, and stability hit on offensive war is like all the things in red are bad, but all the things in green are good. And then it's also the same for this side. So that's about ideologies. We also have rankings. Let's go on to rankings. Rankings. So you see here, I'm like way ahead of them today and stuff. And this is China. But each ranking just shows what ranking the country is and how good they are. So the smaller countries will be all the way back here. So say I go all the way over here. So at the last bit is the Cook Islands, which I think is somewhere. Where the hell are they? I don't know where the Cook Islands are. But if I wanted to know where the Cook Islands were, this is all I had to do. Cook Islands. And then if I go down here, view cities. Oh, there it is. So it's got one city, and this is last in ranking, the Cook Islands over here. So if you take it, yeah, that's about rankings.
No, Minecraft's boring.
Okay, next I'm going to talk about policies. So for policies, we have here, if I go to country policies, so you need political power to implement these. Right now I've implemented the Welfare Act, so I get more, it doesn't matter about tax, but I need more stability. And then we also have advanced research rule, which means I get more research. But all these different policies you can use. This doesn't look like it gives anything positive, but if you allow the monopoly formation, which will come up in the bottom left as an envelope, so the envelopes are just normal tasks that pop up that you can choose options for. If you hover over them, it'll say what happens. So if it's a bad option, you have to choose one of the bad options. If it's a good option, you have to choose one of the good options. So here that is. So for example, if you choose the monopoly formation, if you hover over it, it's really good. But when you allow it, and it is over time, there's a chance to come into corruption, and everything will be going badly. But if you use this, it will fight against corruption, and you can get rid of it. So that's about policies. You can just hover over it and test them out for each different policy yourself. So this is about all you need to know about Rise of Nations. There, you can start with any country and stuff like that. Yeah. You also have modifiers, but that will just normally happen after you choose an option bottom left. And factions already talked about, and the rest you can just try out if you don't know what to do. I guess I'll just go over the military doctrines. There's a different doctrine. So naval, aerial. So these are for planes, these are for ships, and these are for tanks and infantry. And yeah, that's about what this is for. If you hover over it, it'll show you what abilities it gives. Here's how much military power that will be going on over time. Here's what wars may be going on. So right now, Japan are against Indonesia in a war. I'm against China. We also have military groups and military leaders that you can make and things like that. So yeah, that's about this whole Rise of Nations thing. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and maybe even try the game out. This is not my game. I haven't been told to do this, but I just thought it'd be fun. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.